Takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Second and 4 at the Chargers' 24-yard line.
Here we go, 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They run with Breida. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominant.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Let's go! 15 on it. 56. We own it. We own it. It's a safety creep. Check. Check safety.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
The tackle by Quan Alexander. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 25-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Niners 7, Chargers 0.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Check. Check three.
And an alley to run. He'll have a first down past the 40. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
First and 10 at the 42.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
65. Sponge.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Eluding the pressure right. Taylor hit. He lost the football.
A plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. 22 yards as they are now on the board here in the first half. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are you going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. Now a give to Breida. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Here we go.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Touchdown, 49ers! Matt Breida with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
Niners 14, Chargers 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about this. Seventeen-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Taylor. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. CD, with that incompletion, let's talk AFC playoff picture. I think you and I agree that if you put together any sort of power rankings, we'd put Baltimore #1, certainly in the AFC. But you look ahead to the playoffs getting started on January 4th. Who do you see as their main competitor for that Lamar Hunt trophy?
Well, tradition and us not wanting to be wrong dictates that we say New England next, and rightly so because of the number of Lombardi trophies they've won, how they've always played at this time of year. But the bottom line to me is the prime contenders right now for Baltimore, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes has got it together, the defense is playing better, and Buffalo really showed me something when they beat Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh on a Sunday night in Week 15.
Off the play fake, here's Taylor. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down in the hands of the wrong team.
Here we go, here we go. Like 20! I know he ain't got it. Double time, double time. 3 down, 3 down.
On the handoff, this is Braden. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here we go.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Here we go.
Now they try the right side here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
We got 3, we got 3.
Garoppolo able to haul it in as Kittle. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a 1st down. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
Here we go, here we
From
go.
the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
21. What's tight? Tight ends right. What's tight? Tight ends right. Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down. New Mike 52, Mike 52. Watch the run. Hey, they're running it. White. Where's 52? Watch. Hey, Delta. 52's the mic. Watch the pass.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And that's complete to Sanders. Touchdown, 49ers. Emmanuel Sanders, 32 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Charger drive about to get going. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
And that is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, You're only going to fool them for a second or so, and guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. 56.
3rd and long, it's Taylor. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. 4th down, and on is Ty Long to punt. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Alert 3. Check nickel. Switch.
On second down, it's Gordon, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They go play action here on first down. He's got the first down and more past midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
The throw by Taylor there, knocked away and incomplete. Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Shift. Kill. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
From the pistol, they run with Gordon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Check 56. Come off the ball. 56. Mike, 56 right there. 56. Watch the
From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman, and he'll take it across.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, saying you switch, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause I on the wrist. My bitch, you wanna be famous, huh? They act like they made us, huh? You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, huh? I make a lot of new money, huh? When it's not savers, you be liking my flavor, huh? I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out, please. I never switch, I never switch, I never switch, I never switch. Ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist.
I was legit ever since I blew they all on my hey back then didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got choked long that I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my fit. Ex slick then hit with the back then used to out the zip. Blow out his back and then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things pull out the VIP. Suck turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip. Crush.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. It's a rematch of Super Bowl 47 minus one Harbaugh. The Ravens and 49ers are underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Mike 57.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't
They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long.
Hey, seam 6, seam 6.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
That's good for a 49er first down.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here we go.
At the 43-yard
Hey, gun.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
Now a give running left is Breida. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Now a handoff looking right. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And the cutback to the touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. You talk about explosion plays. There's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate. Big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
That's fielded in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
From the gun, Jackson. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Jackson from the shotgun. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 31-yard line.
First down, Ravens.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, down at the 31. Here's Jackson. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. He got 29 yards that time. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Taking it in from 2 yards out as they are now on the board here in the first half. Now, let's not forget that was all set up by the 4th down conversion earlier in the drive.
Would have been a complete letdown if the drive doesn't culminate this way, wouldn't it? If you're going to go for it on 4th down, your intention is to make sure you get a touchdown out of the drive, and that's exactly what they did. Converted, and then converted a second time for 6 points.
Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
The game at 7. Justin Tucker, the kickoff for ball.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 19-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that Woody
He would have
Hayes?
kissed it on the ground.
Check, 48's the mic. We got clock. 21.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Garoppolo. He's going to air one out. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
11. 57.
Now they try the right side here. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Get in the weight room. 48, come on.
On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Tight end's right. We got 4. Mike, 48.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Got a man, he finds Sanders. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Here we go.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
Get ready. Here we go.
Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 21-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
You can't block me.
Now it's Breida. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one.
First down, Baltimore.
Set, hut. Mike, down the roof. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check, crunch, crunch, crunch. Check 24, check 24.
Play action. Now Jackson. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and it's second down.
Second and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. Got a man. It's Brown. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
Here we go.
A gain of 16 yards. And a Raven first down.
Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. This will be from 56 yards out. He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
On third down, Jackson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
Buying time to his left. He finds Roberts, complete. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script. From fourth down to first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They go play action now. Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 41-yard line. Jackson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Nick Boyle, 41 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow it down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
1st and 10 at the 47.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. They run again with Breida. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Here we go.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. On third down, a run from Breida. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Here we go.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 18 yards, 1st down Niners.
Here we go. Wait, 80!
On 1st down, it's Coleman. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Back now here in Santa Clara, all even as we get ready to start the fourth.
Here we go. 180. Right now, let's go. Hey, tight down. There you go.
Right back to Coleman here on first down. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Here we go. 180. 13.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Here we go. 180. 6. 12, fellas. Here we go.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Domata Peko racks up the sack.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Mike 36. Watch QB draw. Watch QB draw. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Here we go.
So that'll back him up 5. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to break our fourth quarter tie. And this one is right down Broadway. And they take a 17-14 lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Now Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Jackson now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. Back to throw. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Jackson to throw. Dancing to his left. And an alley to run. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
He's back to throw. Flush to his right. Incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
On 2nd down now, it's Ingram. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Hey, check.
Throwing now is Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
Here we go.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today.
A 29-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
Let's see if they are in line with Charles Davis. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Another nice job there defensively. They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face, good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. They'll run it with Coleman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a 1st down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's Breida, and not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
11. Hey, switch gears.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.